Hello guys, as you could probably see by the time of this video, the length, which is always kind of so weird saying that when I'm like at the beginning of filming the video, because like right now I'm only like 30 seconds in, but I just know that it's going to be like 3 million minutes long. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, because we are doing a Disney plan with me. This is the week of the 29th of April through May 4th. This is correct. I think 30 days after birth. No, I did the dates wrong in my other planner through May 5th. Because there's only 30 days in April. We're just gonna like move forward. I'm gonna be using the Alice kit from SPC. This was a pop mystery and I think it is so cute for a little spring Disney trip. Had a ton of fun. It was just what the soul needed. It's been a really, really stressful few months, if I'm being honest, in my life. So there's that. There was these extra boxes. I will most likely not be using them. I do have the doodle sampler as well. I am using the Alice bundle from my shop, which comes like this, and I'm using Pixie Red. As you can see, it comes with confetti headers. This page is standard. There is like a combo here of overlays and quotes. We have got the custom Alice washi that's just in this bundle, and then the Alice underlays. I do have 2 more Alice underlays because I'm using a bunch of extenders this week. And I have the mini magical icons in Pixie Red, and then I have a bazillion custom multis because lots of things happened. Print impression, SPC, edit, planner, insert, you know, the whole shebang. So we're just gonna pull out everything. So we are gonna use 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes, 8, 9, 10, perfect. I'm not gonna use this one, I guess. 8, 9, 10, yeah, right. 7, 8, 9, 10, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11 boxes, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all of these will be used. Perfect, because I just filmed the Full House plan with me before this, and y'all, that was so hard to narrow down the boxes I was using. So the fact that I'm just simply using all of these and there is nothing else to think about, especially in a week where I'm gonna be using extenders, and the less I have to think about, the better, you know? So I'm just gonna get right into it. We're just probably gonna be storytelling through the whole thing. Just know most of the things I'm using are from SPC or my shop. I'm using Font Choice 2 Pixie Red for all of the foil. If there's any questions on what I used, just comment down below. Date numbers are from my shop, Font 5, unfoiled. So Monday we left, and man, do I have to start off with a doozy. We got to the airport, right? We're going through TSA, right? Security. And there is this like I'm referring to him as a cowboy because he had a cowboy hat and like cowboy boots, and he was just very cowboy. But he was so nice, man, in front of us, okay? There was like no bins for like our stuff. Like they just simply did not refill them. And the man that was like in charge of our line was being very, very, very aggressive. Just keep that in mind. So he brings forward the new bin, and so like this is where we're standing. Here's the belt. This is like how far away he put the bins. So like nobody can even reach them. And like again, here we are. He puts them like this, like not even at like the end. So we're like, what the frick? So this sweet man takes his like roller suitcase out of the bin so that me and Andrea could have a bin for our shoes and my sweatshirt. And this was before he brought the new bin over. And so this man starts screaming at the cowboy and is like, this needs to go in a bin. And the guy's like, okay. He's like, put it in a bin, screaming. And I have very good hearing. Let's just say that. So Andrea does not. This is like very common where like I'll hear somebody say something and she's like, oh my God, what? So the guy goes to go get his bin. He's like, okay. And the TSA guy under his breath says, effing R word. But like actually said it. And I was just like standing there, eyes wide, dumbfounded by the whole situation. I'm like, what did this dude just say? Like, he just said that? What the fuck? So whatever, we get through security and that's whatever. And then Andrea's like, yo, that dude was fucking crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I can't believe he said that. And she's like, said what? I'm like, you didn't hear him? And she's like, no, what? She's like, well, I heard him yelling. And I'm like, no. I was like, when the guy walked away, he said effing R word. And Andrea's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I'm very, like, shocked, taken aback, uncomfy. Like, that's horrible. Who just fucking says that? Like, basically the scum of the earth. So Andrea's like, should we, like, tell someone? And I will be honest, I am not typically very outspoken. Like, I'm very, like, shy. So I was like, I don't know. And she's like, no, we're gonna tell. And I'm like, okay. So we walk over to the like podium where like boss man is, and we're like, hey. So we just went through security, and one of the guys was being really aggressive, screaming at everybody, and then we like pointed to the cowboy, and she's like, when that cowboy was like walked away, he called him an effing R word. And the like boss guy, he was like, what? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, one of my guys? And she's like, first off, like, who the fuck else, what are we gonna do? Come tattle about another patron? No. So she's like, yeah, one of your guys. And he's like, who? And she's like, I don't know what his name is. We're describing what he looks like, pointing to him. And the guy, you could just see it on his face. He was like, it was basically, he was giving the vibes where like, he's not surprised. This guy just is an issue. And he was like, okay, thanks so much for telling me. And he got in his walkie-talkie, and he was like, oh, John. And honestly, I don't like to wish misfortune on other people, but I simply hope he was fired, because that is some of the most disgusting behavior I've ever experienced at an airport. And truly, Andrea is the real hero for tattling, because the whole thing was so uncomfortable. So beyond uncomfy. I'm getting so distracted with this story, I can't focus. But yeah, so that happened, and it was horrible. And so basically we started our morning off, mind you. It's also like 5 o'clock in the morning, by tattling. Rightfully so, though, because fuck that guy. He deserved to be tattled on. Don't act like a fucking asshat. So then we waited for our Plannahannah poo to arrive to go from Austin to MCO, and that was fine. We read a bit, we read on the plane, and also this is the funniest shit ever. I'm sure Andrea will talk about it more on her plan with me, but she had started reading this book called Fantastic Land, and she was like, yeah, like, it's crazy, and is going on talking about the book, and she's like, I'm just reading it so fast. She's like, I'm already like 50% done, and I only read it for like 2 hours. And we were talking about like chapter lengths, because I was saying how like long the first chapter was in my book. It was like over 90 pages. And so like I, on my Kindle, clicked on the thing that shows the chapters, and she's like, oh, let me look at mine. And she's like, wait, I don't remember reading any of, because it's like her book was like broken up into like different characters. I don't need extenders on Saturday, Sunday, but she was like, I don't remember reading about these people. And then she looks, and girl started the book in the middle of the book, and then she had to start over and like read the beginning part. Oh my god, it was so funny. We were cackling. She's like, how'd I do that? How'd I do that? We figured out how she did that, because when you read a book on the Kindle, you like click through like really quick through all of the first pages, like the author's note thing, the table of contents, the like copyright page, and the chapter names on that book she's reading were really long, and it was the one she had started on was like one of the ones when you're just like clicking through that's like way like right there. So we figured out how she did it, but it was just so funny. But I was continuing to read Bright Young Women, as I told you. So I was reading away, and then we basically had like a pretty much empty airplane. Like, we had our whole row to ourselves, and like I don't think there was anybody even in like the row across the aisle. It was wild how empty it was. We got to get like really good pictures for BG Girlies because we had so much room. to spread out and do all the things we wanted to do. So that was really nice. Played a bunch of games on the airplane. And then when we got there, we took an Uber to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and our Uber driver, Miss Blair, she was new to Uber, and it was like fine. We weren't in any sort of hurry, but we took about 6,842 wrong turns. She's like, I'm sorry. This is like, I've only been doing Uber for like, I could see it on the app. She'd only been driving for like 11 days. It was fine, but it was just so funny because we took so many wrong turns. And then we checked into the Animal Kingdom Lodge. We were just spending one night there. On our trips, we tend to do one night in like a nicer hotel so we can like enjoy a nice hotel on like a more chillax day, which we didn't even end up doing this day. It was a whole thing, but anywho, we checked in. Our room was already ready, which was awesome. And then we went down to Disney Springs because we were starving to death, basically. We went to Chicken Guy, which is always fucking so good. I was actually kind of shocked. Usually we end up at Chicken Guy and Disney Springs many times on a trip, but we only went one time. And it was just scrumptious. Loved everything about it. There was tons of good pin packs this trip. I feel like whenever we go, either the pin trading is really good and the pin packs for sale suck, or the pin trading is really good and the pin packs to buy really suck. And this was the ones to buy were good and the ones to trade sucked type of trip. It just was one of those kinds of trips, you know? Okay, I'm gonna use this thing next. So yeah, that was real great, wonderful, magical, loved it. We did a bunch of pin trading, and then we had like randomly decided, so like we don't usually go to Animal Kingdom because we're both like Animal Kingdom kind of lame, whatever, but Andrea loves Cali River Rapids and she goes on Tower of Terror with me whenever we go to Disney because it's my like third favorite ride. And last time we went, I was like, I'll go on Cali River Rapids with you because I don't like water rides or anything that gets you wet. But the thing was that it was under construction last time we went, and so basically we have annual pass, so we didn't need to like buy park tickets, and so we were like, let's just go. And we like, I'm pretty sure Genie Plus was like $11 a person that day, pretty cheap. So we're like, we're just gonna go and we're gonna do it. So we went and we had really cute outfits. We always like, we have decided we like pick themes and then we don't tell each other what our costume, what our Disney bound's gonna be. We just like, this day's theme was animals. I dressed as Chip and Dale and Andrea dressed as Miko from Pocahontas. So it was really cute, and so we went to Animal Kingdom. Our theme was animals, so it was actually kind of fitting that we ended up there on the animal themed day. Love. And basically we walk in and like, you know, sometimes Disney will have like really random rare characters out, but like you can't really plan for it, it just kind of happens. We walk in, and mind you, both of us were I used in my other planner the Bambi kit, and Andrea was using the Bambi kit for this Disney trip. We walk in, and as we're walking to our Cali River Rapids lightning lane, we see out of the corner of our eyes a Thumper meet and greet. That is, if you don't know, an extremely rare character. You pretty much never see him. From what I Googled, it's pretty much only ever once in a while around Easter time Thumper will be out. And like anybody cast member that we spoke to and like it came up, they're like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Like it was like some celebrity sighting essentially to have Thumper be out and about. So we got to meet Thumper, which was literally incredible. We went on Cali River Rapids, we went on Everest, we went on Kilimanjaro Safari, and then we just did Dinosaur for the heck of it because it is going to be rethemed soon, so figured might as well. Our next Disney trip, we are probably bringing one of the kids, and we're thinking we're going to take Theo first. We're going to do like a trip with all of them individually, give them some individual love. And well, Theo and Lila are both too little for it, so figured might as well. And then we did meet Chip and Dale. Well, I was dressed like Chip and Dale, in their little dinosaur costumes. So freaking cute. Again, that meet and greet will probably be going away when Dinoland USA goes away, which it is being rethemed, so it will be going away. So it was another one where we're like, gotta do it while we can. So we met them. We met Daisy in her little like fashion designer outfit, which was so cute. And then we got back to the hotel and we just like kind of chilled in these like rocking chairs and vibed and chatted. It was great because like we stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, so it like looks out to the safari. We were like just rocking in the rocking chairs, looking at giraffes and like different type of antelope, and it was very beautiful, very fun, loved. Had a great time. And then we had a dining reservation at SLAE, which was so funny. Like it's like become like a joke to us now, that restaurant, because I had said something to Andrea and I was like SLAE, talking about the restaurant, and she thought that I said so nah. And so just all weekend, every time we said anything, we're like so nah. But it was great. Well, I mean, it wasn't great. The bread service is what they're known for. It's like 5 different types of breads and 7 different accompaniments, which was really, really yummy. But like I didn't really like anything on the menu. I am not big into like Indian or African food because a lot of it's really spicy and I'm just like a baby back bitch. So I got the samosas because they didn't like say that they were spicy, and I'm not that familiar with the cuisine to really know the vibes, but man, were they spicy. So spicy I couldn't eat them. Yeah, that happened. So, but they were only like, I think like 10 bucks. So it's not like I wasted like $30 on a meal, but whatever. We went back to the room and read. I'm pretty sure I finished Bright Young Women that night. Andrea passed out super duper duper fast and I was just like up all night. Okay, go with this. So yeah, the next day we woke up in the morning and we did some monorail resort hop. Well, first we checked out of that hotel and we went to All-Star Movies, which was fine, and dropped off our bags, and then we resort hopped. We took the bus to Magic Kingdom, and then we monorail resort hopped until our breakfast reservation. We did get a reservation at 1900 Park Fair, which just reopened, so I was really excited to be able to snag that reservation. So we went and did that, and that was really fun. They have changed since reopening the characters that you meet. I'm pretty sure you used to meet I know you used to meet Alice and Mary Poppins. I don't know who else, but now you meet Cinderella, Aladdin, Mirabelle, and Tiana in her new like adventuring outfit, which I like her in her ball gown better personally. I love her ball gown, but hey, it's probably to get ready for Tiana's Bayou adventure, which I'm so excited about. But we got pictures with everybody and it was super duper cute. And then this was our Magic Kingdom day, which notoriously we have horrible Magic Kingdom days, and I think the curse was broken this day. So that's exciting. We took the train when we got in there because our first thing we had scheduled was Big Thunder Mountain. So we simply got on the train and then went on Big Thunder Mountain because duh, it's always so fun. We always have such a freaking blast on that ride. I'm gonna do, oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad on the black. Oh, that looks so good. The pixie red on the black. I love that. So we went on Big Thunder Mountain and then we got we got pins and chilled until like our next thing, which was Winnie the Pooh. And we went on Winnie the Pooh. We went on The Little Mermaid, and this is like TMI, so oh my god, I just ripped my washi in half. What is wrong with me today? I'm just like grabbing things like a psychopath. It was literally perfectly cut too. I don't know what I did, but whatever. Whatever, I guess. So we get on Little Mermaid, and I had known I was gonna get my period on this trip, and this was the day I was wearing light colored clothes. I just knew. I was sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I think I got my period. And I did. And it was like an NBD. It was like not dramatic, but I was just like, that's my luck. That's my luck. But I also got my first ever Disney pickle this day, which was delish. I'll show you. I'll show you her because I loved her. She was great. Could have been a bit more sour, but hey, here I am with my Disney pickle, dressed like Ariel. Oh, this day's theme was princesses. I did Ariel, Andrea did Pocahontas, and yeah, it was very good, very fun, loved. And then, yeah, I got my period, had to mark that. Then we went on the People Mover, which is my #1 favorite ride. It's just like the lazy river in the air. It's so fun. And we did go on Space Mountain, and we walked around the shops, and then we went back to the hotel because it was quite hot out, and we just kind of sat by the pool, read our books, chillaxed. I started reading Funny Story by Emily Henry, which was our book club pick. Make sure you join the book club. It's a very low commitment. If you don't like the book we're reading, don't fucking read it. Simply. I'm afraid I'm gonna get cut off. 1 second. Okay, I did not trust that I would not be cut off, so I wanted to start and stop again. Cute. We need overlays, deco, and then we can move on to the day by day. Don't need any of that. Okay, yeah, so we did that, and then the next day we were gonna be, I think, whatever day we were going to Epcot, we were gonna do this one restaurant at the boardwalk called Trattoria El Forno, because last time we came to Disney, we became obsessed with it. It's like this Italian restaurant, and it's like I think I said it's in my top 3 Disney restaurants of all time. My top 3, if you are curious, are, #1 is Ohana. I love Ohana. So yummy. And then my next fave is probably my second favorite is gonna be the Trattoria El Forno. It's really good Italian. And then probably what is else? I like thought long and hard about it. I love breakfast food, so like the 1900 Park Fare was really, really good. It's up there. If I'm doing quick service, it's probably Pecco's Bill or the Mexican in Epcot, like the quick service Mexican. But for sit down, I think it's definitely, I'm just gonna go with Ohana. Oh no, I remember now. Ohana dinner. I didn't really like Ohana breakfast that much, if I'm being honest with you. Ohana dinner, Trattoria El Forno, and Akershus breakfast. Those are my top 3 sit-down meals in the good old Disney World. I'm going to do this little framey poo on Miss Alice herself because she deserves it. And then I'm going to do this on here because I think that'll be really cute. Ah, love it. I'm gonna do the little pots on the corners here, and we're just gonna keep going. So yeah, and then we went back to the room and read, and I was continuing to read Funny Story by Miss Emily Henry. I think I finished it that day as well. The next day was our Hollywood Studios Day, Wednesday, and this day was so freaking funny. Like, I literally cannot with this one. Put "You're Almost Alice" on this guy because I'm pretty sure he's who says it. Basically, our theme for this day, this was like the most bizarre theme we've done. It was the first letter of your name. So basically you pick a character that has the same first letter of the name as you. Like, Andrea had so many good options. She literally had like Alice, Anna, Elsa, not Elsa, Alice, Anna, Aladdin, Abu, Aurora, Ariel. So many good ones. But I, for age, did not have too many options. I don't like the movie Hercules, I will be honest. You can judge for that if you must. I put this on literally so crooked. Holy macaroni. This whole box is like needing help. But, so I didn't want to be Hercules or Hades because I don't like it. did not want to be Hey Hey because we have plans to do a Moana theme with Lila. And there's like Horace, the horse, horrible. So I decided I was going to be Ham, okay, from Toy Story. So cute. I already had a pink dress. It was great. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get ready first. And so I walk out, and the next day, for our Epcot day, our theme was boys. We just had to pick a boy character. So I walk out in my, what I am thinking is great, wonderful, stunning, magical, epic Ham outfit. And Andrea just looks at me. And I'm like, Ham, you get it? It's like an H from Toy Story, Ham. And she's like, oh, I get it. And mind you, if you knew the drama, we ordered our ears all from the, like, besides the Princess Day, because we already had those, from the same Etsy shop. She's like, I have those exact ears for tomorrow for boy. And I was like, no fucking way. And she was just like, yeah. She's like, so should I just do it today and we'll just be matching, and then tomorrow we'll like just, I'll be my A and you can be your boy. And I was like, hell yeah, gamer. So we were both Ham that day. It was the Ham fiasco. But it was really cute, but it's like such like a random character for us to both be dressed like. We just looked like big Ham stands, which is hilarious, but hey, why not? But it was also weird, like that Etsy shop, the thing is the ears were so cute. We got so many compliments on them, but it's also like the inconsistency because we ordered the exact same listing for Ham ears, and tell me why we had different bows. You can also see like the tan line from my ring. My bow was sparkly and Andrea's was not, and the back of my blue bow was pink and the back of her bow was blue. It was just quite bizarre, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really know what was up there, but it was very weird. Very, very, very weird behavior. So it was the Ham day. And then we got on the bus to head to Hollywood Studios, and we read on the bus because we're nerds. We got to Hollywood Studios. I have no idea where you guys cut off. So, as I was saying, Andrea was basically stalking people to find us a seat at Woody's Lunchbox, because that's literally what you have to do there. And I went to go pick up our mobile order. So we're sitting, enjoying, eating, and you can just see people like walking around trying to find seats, and like all of the tables besides the standing tables are for 4 people. So there was these, honestly, they kind of looked like dude bro douchebags, but we were like, hey, like you guys can sit here if you want, like we're not using the other seats. And the one was like really, really nice. He was very like Southern. He was like, yeah, what are your names? Thanks so much, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, sat with some strangers, ate our lunch. It was great. And then we went on Toy Story Mania. We did some shopping around, looked through all of these shops. And then one of the craziest things happens. So I obviously convinced Andrea to go on Tower of Terror every time because I love it and she loves me. So we go on it. And so we get on, we go up. If you've been on Tower of Terror, there's some really crazy things that happen this trip. You know the vibes. You like go up and then it like brings you forward for you to go through these different, oh my god, did I not? Oh no. Oh no, I don't think I ever asked her for extra little things for this kit, so I'm just gonna be kind of screwed. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, I guess. Because, yeah, I don't think I have any extra little things. Usually I ask Andrea for an extra sheet, and I just simply must have forgotten to ask her. So this will be really awkward. Thankfully, these are primary colors, so I should have like plenty of things from when I used to keep my kit leftovers, but I'm a little stressed. I definitely don't still have my kit leftovers from when I used the Wizard of Oz kit because it's the same exact colors. So we will cross that bridge when we get there. You know, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Actually, be right back. Okay, I found these from the Crazy Rich Asians kit. I also did use the Mario kit, but you best believe I somehow used all the little things that week because it was my Disney trip, so, or my Italy trip. So I'm gonna have my kit leftovers here for whenever we need to get there and use them. So we're like somewhat fixed with this situation. I mean, it's still gonna be a little bit chaos, but hey, it do be what it do be. So we're on Tower of Terror. As I said, we are like in the like part where we've gone up, but we haven't moved forward, and then all of a sudden the ride breaks down with us on it. Hee hee. So they bring us down and then they take us off, and then we think, because Tower of Terror is like two separate like towers, and like from what I know at Disney, I think like, okay, this tower is just like going down, they're just gonna bring us to the other tower, whatever. But then they're like, oh no, it's actually fine, so they put us back on that one, and everybody was kind of like freaking out. But while we were sitting in there waiting, there was quite literally the world's most annoying human being just like whining and bitching and complaining the whole time. I was just like, girl, shut the fuck up. It was so annoying. I did not like her one bit. Pop that on, man. Oopsie daisy. Pop this in. So yeah, we got stuck on Tower of Terror, and then we went to the pool, and I was reading The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. It was not good. I simply don't recommend at all. I've read some Lisa Jewell that I like, some Lisa Jewell that I hate, so it's like hit or miss on that one, on that author. So yeah, we got stuck, went to the pool, went back to the hotel, and we just kind of like sat in the like cafeteria area, and we were gaming. We were playing all sorts of wonderful fun games that we had packed for our trip, and I had a great time. Honestly, it was wonderful. And then we got quick service for dinner. I just got like the chicken tender meal, and Andrea got like this, it was like a specialty for Pacific, the like the Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I can never remember that one. Like all the, so I know what it is, but it's just like a lot of words in one sentence. But they had like this like Asian pork bowl thing that Andrea got. She thought it was pretty good. So we love to see it. We love to see it. And I got chicken tenders, which is like a very simple, pretty much always, once in a while Disney chicken tenders are really bad, but most of the time they're pretty standard and they slap. Honestly, I don't really feel like fixing this. I put two on the same side, but then I have to fix everything. I just simply don't want to. So I'm not going to, because I'm having a really traumatic, tragic, stupid time right now. So we're just gonna keep rocking and rolling, okay? It's just, it do be what it do be. So we got that, and then it started to get really loud in there because it was like later and people were getting back from the parks. There's a lot of screaming bloody murder. What did I do? I literally am losing my mind. I don't really know. We're just gonna continue on because I really can't be bothered to fix it all. So yeah, I'm pulling out a Thumper specific sticker right now because it was just such a wonderful little surprise. So we went back to the room and played Ark Nova. I continued to read, then we both continued to read, and I was so tired this night. I like passed out so early. I pretty much always, I would say, go to bed after Andrea. Oh, no, not this day. I fell asleep first. It was me who passed on out. Because I was a sleepy girl. I don't really care what I use for this. Use one of these little Mickey Glovey boys. Okay. So then Thursday, we woke up in the morning, we got quick service breakfast because delish. Love quick service breakfast. What we both always get is we get the kids meal, Mickey waffles. It comes with 2 Mickey waffles, a slice of bacon. You pick your sides, but we each get it with bacon, which comes with a piece of bacon, as well as like the perfect serving of tater tots, and it's only like $7. And yeah, it's literally, and it comes with a drink, and yes, it's a kid's size fountain drink, but you get 3 refills within however much time, so it's like you can just get more if you need more, NBD. So it was absolutely delish, and we played some games in there until it got close to the time of our like first lightning lane situation. So yeah, that was great. Played our little gamey poos, and then we resort hopped on the Skyliner, like around town on the different Skyliner resorts. It was super duper fun. We love doing that because we love riding the Skyliner. And then we went to Disney Springs, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if you're aware of the YouTuber slash streamer Eugenia Cooney, but like we saw her there, and honestly I just really hope and pray that that girl gets help, because that was like it was just very, 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 very sad to see, and it broke my heart. But that was wild times. It's like the only time I've ever, like, I didn't want to mark munchlings. We did get munchlings, but we only bought one, so did not seem, when I was cutting things out, something I needed to keep in there. But yeah, so that was kind of crazy. But we got to Epcot, and then it was the Flower and Garden Festival, so we simply had Cali River Rapid, Everest, Kilimanjaro Safari. We had to get the violet lemonade, which is something I did not know that I loved in my life until Andrea introduced it to me. I know everybody loves it, but I probably would have never tried it out of fear that it was going to taste floral. Like, when things are, for example, like lavender, have lavender in them, people usually say you can, like, taste the lavender, and I hate that idea. I don't want to like taste anything floral in my beverage, especially because I hate flowers. I don't hate flowers, but like I don't really like the smell of them because they make my nose itch. If I'm being honest with you, my allergies be allergying. So got the violet lemonade, and then we had our, like, we did like the virtual queue lightning lane as well as the paid lightning lane for Guardians, because we wanted to go on it twice. We ended up not even doing the like virtual queue one because the line was so freaking long. It was even kind of long for the paid one. I think they were having issues with it because we were group 100, which like genuinely isn't that like low of a group, and we didn't get called till like dinner time. So I think they were just kind of like possibly just having issues that day, which, you know, it happens. But went on Guardians, we got Conga, I'm pretty sure, as our song. If you don't know, on Guardians of the Galaxy, when you ride it, it's a mystery of like one of 6 songs that you will get. So that was really fun. And then we got some snacks from the festival. Andrea got something, I think, in Canada, maybe. It was like a braised beef. And then we both got food. We got like one of everything at the China Pavilion. I got the like dumplings and the like essentially crab rangoon type of things. They were really, really yummy. Go for it right now, if I'm being honest with you. It was really good. So we got that, and then we went on Frozen Ever After, which is also always fun. And then after that, we went on Soarin', and then we did Living with the Land, which is always a me request. I really, really, really enjoy Living with the Land. I think it is really like relaxing and pretty. I just like it, okay? I just simply do. Put this in here, and then we'll do one of these. So we went on that, and then we did Nemo and Figment, and then we had dining reservation at 9 Dragons. We both got crispy honey chicken, and then we shared the spring rolls for an appetizer. Very, very yum. And then we got some ice cream. They had peanut butter soft serve, and it was so good. I wish I had it right now because it was delicious. And then we went on Spaceship Earth, and then we got back to the hotel. Oh my god, I need a drink. We had seen on Disney pin blogs that a new mystery pin set was like put out. So we looked, and our hotel had a couple of them, so we each got them, and we both got the Super Mega Lucky Chaser, which had like a rhinestone on it, and it was Headless Horseman themed, which I love Sleepy Hollow, so I was very thrilled. Very, 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 very thrilled about that, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, I used my only Mirabelle sticker in my other thing. I wanted to use her as like who we met because I feel like she's rare, but we'll use Tiana over here because she's cool. So yeah, that was great. Friday was simply our last day. We woke up, we got quick servey breakfast again because it's just scrum diddly umptious. IMO. So we did that, and then we took an Uber to the airport, and we got on that airplane, and that's when some crazy shit happened. Let me just tell you. I'm looking for something really quick. I don't even know why. I can just use this. Yeah, so we got on the plane, and we were both reading, and then Andrea was gonna like take a nap. We're both actually kind of tired this day. We're like, we're not gonna play games, which honestly I think that was like the world letting us know that it was like not a good idea for us to play games. So Andrea's just sleeping, and I feel like me talking about this, some of you might like roll your eyes and be like, oh my god, Hannah, you're being so dramatic, No, I'm like actually not being dramatic with the story I'm about to tell you. I literally thought our plane was going down. Like, I have never experienced anything like this in my life, like saying prayers. I was absolutely terrified. The girl in front of us had like purchased Wi-Fi on the plane, and she was like trying to call her mom because she thought we were gonna die. Like, that's the reality of how scary this was. So basically, Andrea's sleeping, I'm just sitting there reading, and like when we got on the plane, the pilot said that the flight was going to be a little bit longer because there was some pretty bad turbulence in the Gulf Coast, and we were going to fly up higher in the air to like avoid it or something to that effect. I don't really know how that all works, but that the flight was going to be slightly longer due to the fact that we were trying to avoid the bad weather, the storms. Cool, whatever, don't care. We're just vibing. So nothing is, and I get, this is not the pilot's fault, simply. So don't even think that I'm blaming him at all, because I'm sure he was just as terrified as the rest of us. But, there is no like warning like, oh, we're gonna be hitting some turbulence, put on your seatbelt, because usually they do say that when there is bad turbulence, because prior to this, my worst turbulence I ever experienced was on my flight back from Italy. But anywho, so we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we like hit a really big bump, and it's like scary, but like whatever. It's like a 5 out of 10. Andrea's still sleeping at this point, and then it felt like our plane was going like this. Like, people weren't buckled because it was not like announced to like, which I'm team, you should always be buckled, period. Never unbuckle unless you're like actively walking to the bathroom. But there was people who weren't buckled, and like their heads hit the ceiling of the airplane. That's how hard we were going. People who had like were eating snacks, food everywhere. People lost their AirPods falling out of their ears, whatever. I was waiting for the masks to come down. Like, that's where we were at in this situation. And like Andrea's jolted awake, which I can't even like imagine being sleeping when that happened and that waking you up. Horrifying. And like, I feel like this is very me energy, is where like I get really bad anxiety and panic over things that are like quite literally NBD, not a big deal, not an issue, just very simple things. And then whenever it's like a crazy like actual wild situation, I like remain pretty calm. And like I just knew Andrea, especially being like shaken awake like that, was gonna be panicking. So I gave her my hand and we're like holding hands, and I swear to God, I thought she broke my hand. Girl was like maximum squeezing, but everything ended up being okay. And one of the flight attendants, who's probably in her like mid to late 50s, said that it was the second worst turbulence she had ever felt in all of her years as a flight attendant. So it was just like really fucking scary, if I'm being honest with you. And when we finally landed, the pilot did come on and apologize for the whole situation and informed us that there were medics on deck for whenever we landed or got in, so that anybody who felt they needed to be seen could be seen. Like, that's the situation we were having, and it was horrifying. And whenever it did calm down, we were still in the air, the flight attendants did come around to every row and was like, are you okay? Besides being like shaken up and scared, like physically, are you good? Making sure that nobody was like super injured in the situation that we just experienced. But it was quite literally, oh, I'm already out of little things, the scariest thing I think I have ever endured. So I'm being honest with you. But whenever we land, me and Andrea, we are very much the same, in the sense that when things are going wrong, what we really truly want from this world is McDonald's. Oh, this is bad news. Pretty much all the little things I have in here, or maybe not, are like the old-fashioned ones that have icons on them, which is really tragic. Okay. So we got McDonald's because that is what we needed in that moment in time to get us through that scary situation, was some good old Mickey D's. That's what was gonna like really carry us through, get us by. It's what we needed in that moment in time. So we did that, and then we got to Andrea's. Chris was there to pick me up, and then I went home. And whenever I got home, I unpacked, because I am a unpack right away type of gal. Oh, my foot is freaking asleep. So I definitely unpacked as soon as we got back, and me and Chris just kind of like laid in bed and cuddled, talked about our weeks, you know, the usual type of thing you do with your boo thing when you haven't seen them in a while. So we just chit-chatted. I told him all about that horrible experience. I was like honestly pretty like shaken up from the whole thing, so all I wanted to do was just like decompress because it was tragic. So then Chris did want McDonald's later that night, and I like wasn't hungry, plus I had literally just had McDonald's like a few hours earlier, so it's just like, bro, you think you can just like simply get me a milkshake? And he was like, yeah. So he got me a milkshake, and it was scrumptiddly-ump. Loved it. Love me a chocolate milkshake from McDonald's. They're delish. So, and then I just literally read basically all night long. I was just reading like a little reading girly. And then, green. Ugh. This is really horrible vibes, because none of these little things are really doing it for me. Because I'm using a lot of like foiled icons. It's the fact that all of these are like old times This is fine. I'm gonna have to like find a solution when next time my camera stops me and I go get a drink. Okay. So, yeah, I read all night. I finished my book, or I finished The Family Upstairs actually on the airplane, I think, and then I was reading The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. I finished that night, and then I watched The Circle. And then Saturday, worked all morning, YouTube binge. We were back to like the grind. We were gonna have game night, but then Andrea had like slept horribly the night before, and she was like, yeah, I don't really have it in me. And I was like, yeah, girl. And BD, I got work to do anyway. It's not a problem. So we canceled game night, and I had a really bad headache this day, so I did mark that. Chris and I went to Cabo Bob's for lunch because I was having a hankering. And then he did go and get us Sonic for dinner because I was just really busy working, and that was just kind of like the vibes, you know? So that was that. And then I talked to my dad on the phone, and I watched the new episode of Deal or No Deal Island, which is always so fun. And then Sunday, got McDonald's in the morning, worked, YouTube binge. It just felt like a really, really, really fucking long day. Chris went with Nick to a concert. Again, me and Andrea were gonna have a girls' night, but she was like, I honestly, like, they're gonna, cause like, Chris didn't get home till like almost 2 o'clock in the morning because it was in San Antonio. She's like, I just don't think I'm gonna like have it in me to be up that late. And I was like, girl, no problem, I get it. Because one of the kids is sick, and it was like a whole thing, so canceled that as well. But it was just like such a long day, and I was very grateful to be just like at home because I was fucking pooped. Did I still stay up until Chris got home? Yes, but I was still pooped, very much so pooped. The events list for Gen Con was released this day, which is crazy. There's over 19,000 activities to like put on your wish list, so I spent a lot of the day looking through that while I was working, and I read. I started reading The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda, I think. I don't know. So far, not going great. I'm not really obsessed, but it's just where we're at, basically. I'm trying to finish up this day, this first half, and then I will break, figure out what I'm gonna do about these little things, and go from there, because joke's on me about everything having the icons on it. It's really horrible vibes. Horrible, 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 horrible vibes. Gaming. But yeah, playing these are really stressing me out now that I don't have everything I thought I had. Yellow. Grab an elephant to mark Arc Nova because Arc Nova just gives elephant because there's an elephant on the box. So just kind of like associate them with each other. And then I passed the frick out because I was so frickety dickety dockin' sleepy. If this cuts me off, I'm just gonna finish this situation. I'm not gonna like, what's it called? I'm not going to like wait for you guys. I'm not gonna like restart the camera until I figure out my life and finish this. So if it cuts me off, just know this is all I'm doing. This is all I am doing. Sody. Pool and Read is just right here. It's probably just where it fits, so we're just gonna toss it down there. Runaway Railway. Woody's Lunchy Box. Honestly, sounds so good right now as a grilled cheese. Ugh. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but I have these that I can use. I have some other little things that Andrea made me for something else that I'm just gonna use for this, because simply I can't really truly be bothered. So I'm just gonna do this and make it all work. It's just all gonna have to work because there is not really any other options around these parts than to just like make it work. So that's really just where we're at. Obviously these colors are like slightly not correct. They're just a little not right. I'm gonna switch these around because I'm trying to use as little blue blue in the form of little things as possible, because it's like the one color I have like not really a very good match for anywhere in my collection. It's stressing me out a little, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll do this, and then that's gonna result in a blue squared off box. Not so bad. Okay, and then a big little thing in green. That can now go away. Don't need that. Where's my used up little thing sheet? Where is she? Where'd she go? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing. Oh. Yellow, not existent on there. I guess I'm gonna still need that other sheet. Okay, we'll grab this green and we'll grab a yellow little thing. Okay. Then we will do a red little thing, a blue big little thing. This is really tragic times that I fucked that up so bad by not getting the extra sheet from her. But hey, I'm just doing it in the best way I can. In my best, I'm doing my best. That's all we can really hope for at this point. Good thing is I never have to look at this again once it's done, because it's in this planner, which is my I don't look at her ever again planner. Okay, can grab that. Yellow and then red. Do a red here. A blue big little thing. I didn't use really any little things after this day, so I should be pretty smooth sailing after this, thankfully. Okay, but yeah, it was a wonderful Disney trip. It was like very minimal issues. I feel like usually there's like some big catastrophe, and for our biggest catastrophe to be like me getting my period and then like the Tower of Terror thing, well, I guess you could include the airplane thing, but you know, all's well that ends well, in the words of Taylor Swift. We're okay, but hey, that was really scary. Honestly, still thinking about it days later because it was just craziness. But yeah, I'm like ready. I'm excited to have like, okay, I do have something coming up at the end of May, but then I don't really have anything going on till Gen Con, and I am excited about that, to just be able to vibe. But I also then was looking at flights home because I do want to make a trip home this summer, of course, visit the Fam Bam, as well as work more on my arm. I really want to take pictures of it, send it to Matt, and be like, how many days and slash sessions to just finish my arm? Because I just want it to be done. I just want this arm complete, looking good, looking cute, and just finished. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just ready for her to be done. And so I'm thinking about just asking him, like, hey, like, can we just, like, get her finished? Can we just finish her? Because I'm sick of looking at her half done. And then just making that happen, because it's just about time. It's just about good old time. I have literally so many things laid out right now. This room is chaos, and it's really, truly stressing me out at the moment. But hey, what am I looking for now? Give me a map. You guys, I was able to this past weekend, after getting home because we didn't do game night and I stayed home while Chris went to the concert, was actually probably for the best, because I was able to basically get done all orders that were placed prior to this week that I was living, which made me feel really accomplished, because I felt like behind since Chris's birthday sale. Like, I haven't had time for anything. Whenever I'm done with this video, then I'm moving on to the relaxing portion of my workday, which is to, oh my god, I did not just do that. I did. Ugh. Which is, I'm going to design some new releases and just vibe. Just watch YouTube, design, and vibe. And I literally cannot wait for that. That just sounds so good after the stress of this video. This video is really just like done did it to me. Done freaking did it to me. I do need to make like dinner at some point, but it's like a pretty easy one. I'm just like doing some roasted veggie quinoa thing or Greek bowls, whichever Chris tells me he wants more. Also, Andre got like a really crazy heat rash on our Epcot day. It's why we didn't end up wanting to stay for Guardians, because she was just feeling like really itchy and uncomfortable, and based on all of like my research on the Googles, it was very much so looking like a heat rash. Not really sure what caused, like why all of a sudden she got it, because we've definitely experienced together hotter at Disney and she didn't get that, but hey, sometimes things just be happening for no reason. Okay, Friday, we will mark this good old quick service brekkie poo. And then I'll grab this. It's like the only big little thing I have left from the actual kit. Then we'll do this, I guess. This should work just fine. Okay. So was also before the scribblers came with the kit. I'm like looking around for them. I'm like, where are they? They don't exist. They just simply do not exist. I feel like my energy has really gone downhill since like discovering the whole no little things situation. So I do apologize for that. I just feel like my also energy was low in my last video too. Just like tired. I'm just really sleepy at this point in time. Exhausted from all of this. Quick serve. MCO to AUS done. Read. Check. It's like the tiniest read for that box. It's kind of silly looking, but whatever. Can use this to mark that we almost simply passed away because it was horrifying. Basically, Andrea broke my hand, and then green for the good old Mackie D's. Use everything on there. She can go right on into the trash. I'm gonna use this for us basically almost dying from Once More With Love, because that was how we were. Then for almost breaking my hand, we'll use that. Getting McDonald's. We were originally gonna get Happy Meals, but then after it, we're like, we have upgraded. We are getting full meals because this has been very, very, very terrifying and stressful. So. So literally horrid vibes. Almost passed away. Hand broken. McDonald's. That's everything from this that I'm using. Toss the rest of those. Okay. Moving on. We unpacked. Are you an unpack right away or a wait to unpack type of person? Sound off down below where you stand on it. Do that, and then I can use this for my Milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard. Where's the green square? Where are the squared off boxes? Where are they? Here they are. Here they are. Green. Doot, doot, doot. Doot. And then red for watching the circle. Okay. Gonna use a little suitcase mini little thing icon thingamabobber for unpacking. And then for cuddling. I can go for a cuddle right now. I've just been feeling very, very, very anxious ever since I got home. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with me, but anxiety has been high the past few days. And I'm really over it. It's like one of those things, like, if you have anxiety, you understand that, like, sometimes it's just, like, bad for no reason. Like, there's not a single rational reason for, like, specifically right now for it to just be bad, and it just is, and it, like, honestly pisses me off, because I'm just like, girl, all's good, we're vibing, we're chilling, we're fine. And my brain's like, but you're not, you're falling apart. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right, you're so right. It's just like the worst ever. Milkshake, read all night. Read all night. And then miss the circle. Okay, now it's just my 2 simple, easy baby days. You know? We're just gonna toss in the blue. Actually, no, we aren't. We're gonna do it so the blue is the one I only have to use one of for this whole day. We're gonna pop in the red. And then I will use this in yellow. And then we'll use a green little thing here. And then we'll use a blue something. We'll use a rounded blue box here. That works fine. And then a red little thing. Another yellow big little thing. And another green regular little thing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Working. Grab something in the blue family for working. I've got about 1,000 blue related work stickers, so, or blue work related stickers, I should say, not blue related work. I'm going delirious, guys. It's happening. I'm just gonna use like the pill to mark a headache because I took some medicine. I took an Excedrin. Did not help. I think it was because I was so severely dehydrated because Andrea was having really bad headache that day too. And I was like, we were like really, really bad about drinking water on this trip. Usually we're really good about it. Usually we drink we drink multiple bottles throughout the day at the parks. And then we usually each will drink an entire bottle of water when we get back to the room. And that was just like not our reality this trip. I drank 1.5 bottles in the room the whole trip, and Andrea drank 1 bottle the whole time at the trip, which is even more wild for her because she's usually so good about drinking water. Deal Island and talk to Dad. Okay, okay, what are we going to do? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Start with yellow. We're gonna do the blue box here. Where is she? Donde está el box? Here it is. Perfect. And then we'll grab red. Why not? Red. And then we'll grab green. We're having a long ass day because I really did. I really did. And then we'll use this for the Gen Con thing. And we'll use this for reading. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Why not? Okay, all this shit can just get out of my face now. I don't need it. I don't want it. Oh. I just want to get everything out of here because I'm feeling claustrophobic. I have all of this shit everywhere. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies, and I hate it. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. That. Okay. Everything is more organized now. I feel like I can kind of see what's going on, at the very least. Car icon. I'm just gonna use the packages because I did package up orders. Why not? I'm just using whatever is easiest at the moment in time because I'm ready to be done with this order. Okay, for having a freaking long ass day, we're gonna pop this in here. For the Gen Con stitchiation. Where's all the gaming things? Gaming. Just gonna use Pikachu. Why not? It makes enough sense in my head. And then I need something book related for it's too much talking, guys. I've done too much talking. My throat is over it. Use this for reading. Okay. Read. Gen Con list. Long ass day. And that is everything, guys. That is the video. That is the whole dang thing. The whole Disney week. And here she is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.